Hello, welcome to Northwest Connection podcast. My name's Trelf.
My name's Tom.
Today we've got our very first ska band on the podcast. These guys have been making waves with the high energy live shows and recently dropped an incredible EP. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us. It's Madam Claude.
Yeah.
So how did this band come together?
What would you say? From around?
Just between sort of us three, just playing music separately, and then decided to sort of join forces, I suppose. All three of us started jamming, what have you. Got Gabe involved.
We've all sort of loosely known each other from
from around.
We've known each other for years.
And everyone knows
so everyone knows each other, and we all knew we're all
in the hills.
And was it like, did you start out as a ska band or?
No,
I think for
not really.
period at the start, we didn't know what we were doing. We were just pissing about with different stuff.
Still finding your feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
But
our
we
first
all-
gigs and stuff, we were sort of still freestyling.
Yeah.
A bit, weren't we?
Yeah. Doing different. Wasn't so much ska. So we had one or two tunes. And then we thought, you know what, they're the better ones. We'll go with that. And we all like that. We all like old ska music and stuff like that. Anyway, Rocksteady and that.
It's something
So
that
we
we
all
all
digging to
enjoy
this.
listening to all that sort of stuff, so it just seemed like
It's just a natural.
the
thing,
natural,
isn't
yeah,
it?
exactly, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, and you all went to school together, was it? Or?
No,
I didn't.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
he's
wild
a
card.
wild-
He's a wild
He is
card.
the wild.
I actually joined the band through Mikey, the lead guitarist, from uni. So that's how. And similar sort of thing, like, you know, got chatting to him about being in a band and stuff, and then
But
he was showing us the tunes and
he
what.
started flipping living with us about 2 weeks after he joined the band, so it was a bit.
It was a win-win for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all lived together in Manchester at a period of time for about a year.
Yeah, I didn't
And
live
that's
with
when
him
it-
officially, but I was
You and
Pretty
up
much,
in there.
yeah.
on
Not
that stuff,
officially,
man.
but
Fucking-
Got a bad back.
You
were
more
there more
more
than
than
Gabe was.
Yeah, a good
He was there more than
shift
Gabe
in,
was.
not on the pills, like, but on that sofa,
Yeah.
just thinking it up.
But we could practice in there, so we used to just sit there and play all the time. We had a little
Yeah.
electric
Yeah.
kit in there and that, and that's when it took off, really, didn't it? We all
Yeah, when we
writing
were all
stuff
under
in
the
there.
writing stuff. That's when it
We used to
really
go
took
to
off
pirate
there.
studios and that, and it was a nightmare
It was a blag.
taking all our stuff there.
Especially
Yeah.
a bit of chop.
Yeah.
So, what were you listening to get you into that ska sound?
Alton Ellis.
Yeah,
Phyllis
Phyllis
Dillon.
Dillon.
Yeah.
A lot of old
Decker.
ska stuff.
Yeah,
Not so
Rocksteady.
much the two-tone stuff. I'd say we probably sound a bit more like the two-tone stuff.
Yeah.
Listen to bits
Right,
of that.
yeah.
Like Selector and
Specials.
specials and
yeah.
that. But we'll,
Because
I much prefer listening to the older.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
there's not many new bands that I know that do have your style, or you're quite unique.
No, you don't
aren't
hear it too much. Yeah.
So I suppose playing live, it must come. If someone who hasn't seen you before, it must come.
Yeah.
Get-
surprised that like you're glad to do it.
A lot of older people like who used to be sort of skinheads a bit and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and they'd be like,
definitely.
oh, I've not heard anything like the 80s. And they'd go mad for it, which is nice.
But
Yeah,
it
no,
is sort of
Bit of
at
a niche
all
thing.
ages that I think, but definitely a lot more older people tend to,
Yeah,
our
Well
gigs.
received by the older people.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
more so
Yeah.
than other new bands would be for a different genre,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
For that reason that Mickey said before, with the skinheads and stuff.
And
Yeah.
individually, how did you all get into music, into playing your instruments?
Um,
We'll start.
Yeah, start on that.
We'll put you on the spot.
Yeah, just from being very young, I suppose. Always being into music from a young age. Like my dad, played in a brass band when I was really young, and then I suppose my older cousin was in a band, and I just sort of idolised him and ended up sort of getting guitar lessons off the guitarist out of his band, and just from there really.
Took it from there.
Yeah.
Been playing since he was in nappies.
Yeah.
And even that's only a couple of years.
Exactly. Yeah.
I started at school. Guitar lessons at school. Yeah, 7 and year 8, something like that. I always like listening to music and that, but nothing before that. And I wasn't from a household of musicians or anything.
Right, yeah. Because we get a lot of bands, and because you had family members as musicians.
Yeah, happens a lot.
You go on to it.
Games like that, aren't you?
yeah. On traps, mate. Going off in there.
Yeah, I've come from just a musical family. I've just grown up with it all my life. Mum and dad in bands and everything.
Right, yeah.
Just took over.
We skipped one.
This is more interesting. I was in a brass band myself because that's just what's going on in Saddleworth, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's massive.
Well, that's
We're in a
how-
brass
and
band.
stuff, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how we met each other. I think.
Or a Morris
me
man.
and- Me and Charlie first met in Dobcross Youth Band, and he was tooting that trumpet.
Trumpet,
What do
yeah.
they call it?
A rusty trumpet.
Yeah,
Oh,
old rusty
yeah.
trumpet, and I was beating the sticks like it's nobody business. And then I quit the drums because I was rubbish at it, so I decided to be rubbish at singing instead.
We find a lot of the time the vocalist is pushed into the position. They don't-
I went to some away.
Try and-
Some away with
try
him.
and-
That'll
drag me
that'll
out.
push him out.
All right, is this on?
Fucking hell, he's here again. Hide.
Not new tune, yeah. Nice, it's rubbish.
Just an instrumental on this, thank you.
Yeah, like I said, just from a musical family. Been involved in music all my life, and then at school did lessons, drum lessons. I started off in a brass band myself. Just a thing
You know
in
what I mean?
Saddleworth.
Where we
Wow,
live.
he was, yeah.
3 deep on the brass band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's brass bands popular around here, isn't it? But we don't like.
never had it,
No one's
mate.
ever
It's a
mentioned
massive-
it.
it's a massive
Nah.
deal.
Whit Friday.
Whit Friday.
Friday
When I
is one of the
first
biggest days here in
like
Saddleworth.
started getting to know these lot properly, they were like, "You've got to come up with this thing called Whit Friday," and I couldn't believe it. Just like brass bands marching through the town, we had nothing like that, and I was like, "I wish we had something." It's
Blown
it's
away.
nuts. It's off his
Yeah,
head.
it's
It's
mint.
sick.
It's going
mint.
off.
Yeah,
I suppose it's a
It
good
was.
community thing, isn't
Oh,
it?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, definitely.
There's
Tears up
band
the
clubs
town.
all over in different villages, and they all march on the day.
Yeah.
We used to do Whit Friday everywhere, and now because it's a church thing. All the
Yeah, yeah.
churches
Yeah.
parade. They all do it in Mosley now, which is where I live, next to Upper Mill, where these are from.
But then they did the band contest in Saddleworth, didn't they?
Yeah,
Like,
but it's
afterwards.
where round there. I think it's the last place that does it now.
And they're
Like the
doing
Whit
it
Friday
round-
band contest and stuff, going strong.
Strong, mate.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Mine ain't really special either. Like, I didn't come from a musical family. My dad got me a guitar just because I think I listened to lots of different types of music. I was having lessons, I was enjoying it, and then when I moved to uni, I had fuck all else to, and I was like, I want to be in a band, and it was just my luck that I met
It
Nicky when I
happened.
did. To be fair,
Yeah,
and it all fell into
mad.
place.
It was
That's
mad.
what makes it
I was
special.
I
Yeah,
wasn't
definitely.
actively looking to be in a band, but I did want to be in one. So yeah, it was just good timing for me.
Yeah.
Definitely happy accident, I
And
reckon.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Right, it was good.
So, what are your biggest musical influences? I'll ask that like individually, because you sound like you're from a different sort of background to the.
Yeah, well, I'm
Stoke.
Yeah, Stoke. I mean,
Big ups in
literally,
that street.
I don't really know. Like as a kid growing up, like my dad, I was into like more like alternative, like Arctic Monkeys, Queens of the Stone Age, Nirvana, and like Guns N' Roses and stuff was massive. One of the first gigs I went to was Slash from Guns N' Roses at the Vicky Hall, which was like massive because he was born in Stoke, and that's all that they were ever like living it up to be was like Slash is a Stoke kid. Even though like I'm pretty sure there was like an interview where someone asked him what an oat cake was and he didn't know. But,
Get
like,
up, Slash.
I bet that's the first time he's been back to Stoke in a very long time. so.
yeah, it
Oh,
was.
that's
It was funny. But nah, all sorts. To be fair, like grew up with all sorts. My mum and my dad have got very different tastes in music. My mum was definitely more on the sort of ska, rock steady side of things. Like growing up listening to music in her car as opposed to my dad. But yeah, all sorts really. I wouldn't say I've got like one definitive sort of one that I could pick out. I don't think.
Yeah. Me next. Sorry, it was only now.
Nah.
Yeah, coming from a background, I used to just go to gigs with mum and dad all the time. So I'd be out and about doing stuff with them, and they were in a Latin band. So I was listening to a lot of like
He's never around.
yeah. I was listening to a lot of like Buena Vista Social Club and people like that.
Yeah.
Which I buzz off. I really like that sort of music, that world music. And then yeah, Beatles. My dad loved the Beatles. He's got all the vinyl original like White Album stuff, so he used to listen to stuff like that. But yeah, just being around music, I've just that was my influence, stuff like that. Just seeing my mum and dad do it really. Growing up.
Yeah, man. I used to smash the Beatles off when I was a kid. Like, I had like a videotape that had the Beatles movies that we did. And I used to absolutely sweat it
that
off,
movie.
mate. Like, it had adverts and stuff on it, like for like Del Monte adverts and that. Like, it was old school. And I used to remember it. Probably know the adverts off by heart now if you put it on. But unfortunately, I haven't brought it with me. So I won't be doing that.
Next time.
But yeah, I had all of it, and then it had like a documentary in the middle about Sergeant Pepper, so I smashed that off for ages. And then got into other stuff, but like I used to do musical theatre, me, so I like sort of swing music and stuff like that. But I wouldn't say it really translates over into what we do, other than
you
like
produce now.
stage performance wise. You could probably say it's a bit theatrical.
All singing, all dancing.
Yeah,
definitely.
good tap dance. Actually, it isn't a musical thing, or is it?
Yeah, of course it is.
Just drumming with the feet.
Drumming with the feet. As we say.
All in, tell us. What do you think? The line is hot. I'm gonna go to Stephen. Would you please stop tap dancing? Is what it says now. Get down up there. Sorry, Stephen. No, go on, Mike. What's your deal?
No, I've never done tap dancing, I'll be honest.
What's in the sink?
You're likely to start.
What was he talking about?
Influences.
Musical influences. Oh yeah. Bob Marley. I've always obsessed with Bob Marley since I was a kid. Bob Dylan as well. The two Bobs, as we say.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about it, really.
Yeah.
Too bad.
I think my first start, well, from being a kid, probably watching Old Grey Whistle Test. Dad had a video, like the video collection of all the Old Grey Whistle Tests. So, like Ian Jory, Dr. Feelgood, things like that. But definitely Bob Dylan, Leonard Cohen, massive. Love them. Always. Like Bob Marley as well.
So you used to be a bit of a moshhead when you were younger?
Yeah, no, I was into like Metallica and all that for a period of time. I made it. I still listen to them now and then. Yeah, I was. Quite, yeah.
So how would you describe your band to someone who hasn't seen you before?
Good crack. Good
Energetic.
crack.
Yeah, easy to, you can't help but dance about and feel good.
It's
a mover.
jumping about, fun music.
Yeah, I've seen the videos on Instagram and
It's always,
you get the crowd jumping.
Yeah, people are always moving to it. That's never been an issue. We've never worried about people not
exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Always.
To get them moving.
No, it's definitely.
I suppose to the younger crowd, if you've got any younger people in as well, they've probably not heard.
Yeah,
so it's weird. It's like you promote a ska, obviously, to people who know what it is, but then other people might just be like, what's that? And then come and listen to it and be like, oh, this is alright, this. But they haven't listened to, they might not have listened to like the specials or anything like that.
But even people who aren't even into ska who say they don't like it still say that, because it's not.
It's loosely.
It's not.
Yeah, totally dead set. We haven't got the pop like that on and that.
Yeah.
I think it's not cheating, but I feel like cheating sometimes because the sort of music, as soon as you put something on like an offbeat with a nice bass line behind it, immediately you don't have to be any particularly good. It just sounds fucking good anyway. It's just do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get away with a lot.
Yeah. No, you do though. Yeah.
You do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Because it's
already. You're half the battle's done, mate. Come off it.
So where did the name come from?
We nicked it from a bar in Berlin.
Charlie and Frank.
Yeah.
just couldn't
still
think
looking
of
for
a
it
name.
now.
Well, yeah.
Got it.
We were in.
What's happened at bar?
Yeah, just we were in Berlin, me and Frank, just as we were sort of deciding to sort of get a band together. Couldn't think of anything for the life of us, so we just
the hardest thing, isn't it? Getting a band name.
Yeah, we just thought, it'll do for now, and it never changed. So
Yeah, we liked it, right.
yeah,
I think people you can stress out, can't you, over stuff like
Yeah.
names of things, but then you don't. No one really thinks about a name. You don't. It is what it
What
is.
it could mean in the future.
Having the name and then doing the sound afterwards, it wasn't like we had some name like, we want to be a ska band, right? Let's be called the flipping Trousers.
I think it suits the band so the name.
Yeah, definitely. It rolls nice as well, I think.
Producer.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be trying to sound like our name is.
Yeah,
That track we sort of just picked a name. Said, right, sweet, let's give that some context. You know what I mean?
You don't think.
what that means now.
you just get to a point. Well, people get to a point where they don't think what the name is or anything like. You just associate it with things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So if you just do something,
We-
stick that name on it.
We were talking about the other day of the Beatles. When you think it's spelled as in the like beat,
As a beat, yeah.
it's a bit naff, isn't it? I thought when I found out, I thought,
Oh, shame.
yeah. But do you know what I mean? But because you know it's
You've
the
done
Beatles,
alright,
and
tell us a
like,
bit.
the best band in the world or
It's
whatever.
out for 'em.
Sounds, you know what I mean? It's yeah,
You got
it's,
lucky with that
it's
one,
sweet.
didn't you?
Yeah.
So how does your songwriting process occur?
There's no set thing.
Nah, it
Just
changes.
sometimes we'll do some lyrics first, one of us, or sometimes we'll do a bit of music.
Yeah,
It
most-
changes all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Jam.
One lyric or something. We'll shout out one lyric at each
Quite-
other.
sometimes
Someone,
yeah.
Sometimes
And then Mike will come
someone
out
will
with
bring
you.
something. Mikey might bring a riff or whatever. But like the other night, we just
having a jam,
You
yeah,
started
and it
playing
just
some on the
comes-
melodic, and they
Yeah, we
just
got-
I'm
turned
pretty
into
sure
a tune, didn't it?
Threw It Away started from a jam.
Yeah, just jamming.
Yeah, but we'll do a little jam.
And then it just adds on to
And
it
then
if it
if
sounds
it's
good or
if
not.
it's good or if it just stays a jam and something that you can just play over and over again is.
Sometimes
and it
it's
doesn't
not
really
that
go
good.
anywhere. Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
it is good. But you just sit there and you have the crack. You know what I mean? If you're having a good time, it might be all right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Give it a whirly.
Yeah, like a lot of the time,
He's
like, if
just
we're
having a
jam
go.
on something,
Yeah.
and we'll all be riffing over the back, like riffing it off, and then he'll be
Riffing it
going-
off.
Riffing head off it, yeah.
I'm thinking, man,
Come on,
Riffing it off now, well, it's an house studio.
and he'll just mess about with
Not
his,
to
like,
get him,
riffs
Rick.
and stuff. But,
He's riffing it again.
nah, we're
Yeah,
just
fresh
riffing it
toilet
off. But yeah, anyway, move on.
Yeah, that's how we go about writing songs.
Riffing.
Riff
off.
it
Asking too
hard.
much now.
Well, the next question is, where do you find your inspiration for your lyrics and your melodies?
Mid-riff.
Down here.
Big diff all over the place. Mikey does a lot of them. So where you, Mike? Over to But it depends which one.
Seem to be a lot of stories, really. In a
Yeah,
way.
I find it
Nice.
easy writing some stories,
Yeah,
songs. I
Yeah.
quite like doing that.
quite playful.
Um,
but,
Yeah, keep it light.
Yeah, a lot of them are quite tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
A bit not daft, but it's not for us to say. So we'll
And are your songs completed before you go in the studio, or
yeah.
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 I know some bands
Yeah.
need like a producer to help them.
No,
What about you,
we do all that, and we started recording ourselves.
Yeah.
So we've bought all the kit and that, and we do that. So as we can be recording as we're writing now, and then
So use it as
And then-
demo, maybe.
we still record elsewhere in other studios. We've got a couple of sessions booked in different
Next couple of
studios.
months, yeah.
But we'll just have our recordings, what we've been
Sort of work
producing
out.
as we're writing
Yeah.
the songs. We'll have them as demos, so whoever is producing it, if we go into the studio, they've got a better idea of what
Yeah.
we want.
Mm.
And
Do you use a certain producer, or you just
We did for a while use Dean Glover for a place called Vibe Studios in Cheetham Hill, just in Manchester.
yeah,
Worked with him for quite a while.
Town Jig EP.
We did
That's
an
our
EP
first
with
EP
him.
we did with him.
But we're just moving about, really, just
Yeah.
trying out different. We've not completely found exactly what we're looking for. Do you think, in terms
No.
of?
I was going to ask that because it's supposed to quite a unique sound these days, so it'd be hard to find everyone's just doing indie or rock, but you're a bit different.
Be more specific. I suppose it would be nice to if we can find someone who does really suit that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not necessary. Like I said, we go in ready, but it might, I don't know. It might
Open
be nice.
to- yeah.
we're open to stuff. Yeah.
But I think that, just even like the drums, for example, that we've recorded in the practice room, probably sound a lot closer to what we've probably less, not as good equipment, but because they've been set up in a specific way, I feel like the drums sound better say on demos we've done there
Yeah,
than some
yeah.
other.
Than that what you can get in the studio.
Yeah, just
with a
because we've met.
Well, I think the
like,
eventual
messed
outcome
about
is
with
doing it on
different
our
things
own
and-
because we know what we want it
So,
to be like.
yeah.
You can try it.
It's so yeah.
Try stuff out, keep going back.
And this is
to
what
it.
we keep doing. Like I said, doing demos, then that'll eventually turn into us doing it on our own, hopefully. But it's so difficult. Do you know what I mean? It's,
Yeah.
it's an
a lot
extreme
of
skill.
stuff that you don't know.
It's
About.
hard.
Well, I
So
don't know
hard.
anything about any of it. But
Yeah.
these boys do well.
So what's been the biggest challenge you guys have faced so far?
Ooh.
I don't feel like we've had any challenges. It's
we've
like
done a lot of
fucking
fun.
just great fun. We all
I don't just all the time, just
Getting to
we're
know
having a laugh all
yeah.
the time.
You get to
Some bands are very
niggas.
serious, aren't they?
Nah, we're all best
Yeah.
mates. We love,
Yeah.
you know, we love doing what we're doing. We won't fucking put so much time and effort
Yeah.
and money into it, or you know, we would.
And luckily enough, for a point, it sort of seems like we're getting somewhere with it now, which is nice.
Yeah.
We do it anyway. We like doing it, but
Yeah.
we see it doing all right. We get a lot of gigs in. We're moving forward, heading in the right direction, which
Yeah.
is always
Getting
nice.
to play as much as possible. Do you
And a
know what I
lot
mean?
Yeah.
bigger crowds, and so we're
Yeah.
doing like a lot more bigger supports, and you know, going further
Yeah,
afield,
pushing
and
it
Yeah.
out there in people's faces.
So it's
been
all
quite
just
gradual, organic. Like it's been
Yeah,
a gradual
it has.
sort of
Yeah,
build.
yeah.
It's not as if we sort of work, you know, because we do work flipping hard.
Put the
to-
effort in, like grafting the gigs in the early days, like doing two whatever gigs a week, putting the effort in with you lot doing the recordings and stuff. Like we don't just doss about.
Yeah,
We
just
Yeah.
trying to do as
put our
much
practices
as
in and
much
stuff.
as we
Like,
can.
we work
before
at
it.
it.
say one thing.
It's-
What we've got wise to and realised, like this day and age, you do have to put yourself out there in terms of promoting wise, having a presence online,
could be
keeping
it.
people
Yeah, we
updated.
sort of
Yeah.
But yeah,
looked
actually,
at
that's
a little
good
bit
shout,
at
the
that.
definitely.
self-promotion
That's a big
side
shout.
of things.
Don't
yeah.
come naturally to any of us, I don't
Yeah.
think. At least
We
like,
didn't
I
want to
don't
get
like
into
it.
it for like posting all over Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
You've got to do it, otherwise
Yeah, you've got to.
you're just
haven't
like getting in touch with
Yeah,
other
there's
people.
no-
That's
Yeah.
all
you?
you
Bands
say.
are very
Come
good
back
at
to
it.
and-
Yeah, and you can straight away tell the ones that are good at it versus the ones that aren't, and like how much more contact they're getting with like wider
you can see
it,
audiences,
a bit more engaged.
even though like the
It's-
music might be tossed, you know what I mean? Like, and you can tell,
Yeah.
and like we're
We're not that bad.
trying, yeah, it is difficult. And there's a way of going about it, definitely. And
We-
Yeah.
We're getting there with that now, though.
Settle with it.
Yeah,
I
but
think-
get a bit more comfortable with
It felt very uncomfortable at first.
Yeah.
Like,
Hello, everybody.
You see how other people may do it, and you sort of think, I wouldn't want to do it like that. But then what? If you didn't want to do it in the first place, what's sort of your reference point of how you're
Yeah.
going to do it?
Yeah.
So we had to start doing it, maybe not like what we did at first, and alter it, but see how it works for us rather than just being like, oh, they've fucking done a video like that. Let's
I think-
do exactly that. Do you know what I mean?
Something like that as well. Anything that you don't come naturally to, it's a discipline thing, innit?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we've started doing it now. We set time aside out of practice. Every practice, first thing we do, get that done out of the way.
Yeah, make some,
Get
make
some
some
content
videos and
and
Yeah.
yeah,
get into
video.
it.
And then once you get into that cycle sort of thing,
Routine, yeah.
routine,
Yeah.
exactly.
We've got a
It's
whiteboard,
fine.
like-
Yeah,
Whiteboard, yeah.
Attention.
Yeah, plan it out, get it done. It's sweet. It's
a
not
good
as bad as
shout.
it used
Yeah.
to
It's
be.
defo the most tedious thing out of
Yeah.
anything
Yeah,
we're
it's
doing
killer.
band-wise without
Yeah.
it.
But it's sweet now. I think
Yeah.
it's sweet.
Yeah.
Frank
We've
spends
Now
a-
we've
your
up
feet
and
with
doing
it
it.
now,
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
Frank spends a lot of time like
Yeah.
editing shit and
Yeah.
sorting
Yeah.
stuff out.
Some funny
Yeah.
bits.
So gig wise, have you found it hard to get gigs being the type
Never.
of band you
Nah,
are?
never.
Not
or-
really,
Never.
'cause, well,
I think
we've
because
never really done it as a ska band, so we'd like to book us. People have
Yeah.
approached us because they might have heard we're a ska band and that might be what they're into. And otherwise, we just say we want to play your
You
gig.
just want to-
But a lot. I think a lot of it has just literally come from us playing gigs, and sort of having conversation with people afterwards, staying in touch with people, and we've all, and I think that's probably been the main source of gigs, actually gigging and sort of someone
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
crowd,
networking.
sort of,
I think probably
like,
it's nice now, but I'd say most gigs we do, we get another one off the back of it.
Yeah.
By either someone who's the same person who's put it on, a promoter of a venue or someone in the crowd or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Get,
So
just get into
it's-
people
yeah.
and-
But early doors,
Sweet.
we'd literally just in Manchester. we were just smashing gigs out of no matter what they were. Every weekend, like every weekend, twice a weekend, whatever. Just
take anything we could.
Yeah, anywhere, anytime, you know.
I was still will, if anyone's wondering.
Yeah, if anyone wants to, yeah.
But it's worked out for us. We've got followers up. We've been to some mad gigs, haven't we? We've got more followers off the mad gigs than we just randomly go to. It's weird, it's
It's a good laugh after, isn't it?
That's the best bit, isn't it? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? If you don't like doing that, then what you fucking doing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably had some of the best weekends of my life. Just in Newcastle or in Edinburgh.
We didn't make it to Newcastle. We got kicked off the coach.
Got kicked off the coach. Mega.
Yeah.
What did you do to get kicked off the?
Nothing.
We were just too cool, man.
We didn't realise you're not allowed to drink on National Express coaches.
And he says it in tiny writing on the website at the bottom.
And we were right at the front of the coach.
We didn't. We got on with some bottles of beer in our bag.
Yeah.
Walked right past the guy. How you, mate? Whatever. He didn't say a word. You can drink on trains. Put it this way. You can drink on trains, can't you?
Yeah.
So we thought, right, sweet. So we're having a
few beers.
bit of a drink.
And he pulled into a truck stop on the motorway. And we thought we can have a fag here.
Fucking Brig House.
And he went, we're going to have, what did he say?
He said, we're stopping, right? We're stopping the bus. Because you're usually getting off. I was like, what? He said, you've got to get off now. You've been drinking on the coach. Yeah, we've been drinking on the coach.
Go on.
I could smell it.
He drops in Brig House.
Tell me, Frank, do what he said.
I've had a couple of lads up the back, you know. Sneaking them like, but you lads, you're popping them. I heard you jangling when you're coming on. I thought I'd let it go. Why would right?
He let us go.
Give someone a first warning. Do make sure you deliver it. Do you know?
Not a mental, no. Yeah.
Strike one. And he didn't tell us.
In his little black book.
Been waiting for that day, hasn't he?
We're all stood up.
No idea.
Stood up going off, and a guy in front of us. It's awkward. It's silent, and we're all just like, alright, yeah. Getting our guitars and shit.
That was embarrassing, wasn't it?
And they were vaping as well.
You prick. You prick.
We're going alright.
Yeah. We're already thrown off.
You couldn't get the door shut, could you?
It was the middle of summer with fucking red hot. We had all our gear was junkie, amps a lot. We dropped it in fucking Brig House.
Yeah, no,
at the side of the motorway, we had to walk through fields and all sorts of that shit. Red hot it was for about. Must be walking for getting on 2 hours.
Yeah.
From the motorway
to Brig House, and then got a train from Brig House to Leeds, and then a train from Leeds to fucking somewhere else.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
By this point, that money was spent on transport.
I think we were getting probably 30 quid for the gig or something.
We've never recovered financially from that, to be honest.
We bounced back up.
Yeah.
Would do.
So is it Manchester the way you're gigging the most, or?
Yeah.
At the moment, we obviously want to try and spread it further afield, but if the gigs are there, we'll do them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We
Played down here a couple of times, and we got
Yeah.
3 times or so.
For Dave, Sounds on the Street.
Yeah. Did that a couple of weeks ago.
He
Played up there on the High
always gigs you
Street a couple of times.
Yeah, that was
Where? On the High.
what's it
The
called?
Boulevard?
Boulevard, yeah, Boulevard.
Is it called the Boulevard? Oh, that's what the place is called.
So what has been your favourite venues? I'm going to ask you individually.
Old Firth Picture Dome.
Steel.
That's a cracking little club.
That'll grow. But who's next from
Well, we had a weird before New Century Hall opened. The owner of New Century Hall was having a 50th birthday party. Do you know it?
It's a cool venue, isn't it? It's really cool.
Technically, we were the first band to play on that stage before, for the first band to play on that stage, and I thought it was the coolest venue. That was probably one of my favourite venues to have played
at.
It's a
proper venue, isn't it?
Mine, even though I snapped loads of strings and stuff, I think the experience for me, the main stage at Beat Herder, when we got on that stage and it was like,
Come on then.
Mint.
Yeah.
We were all buzzing, and I think that was a good shout.
That Rochdale Feel Good Festival.
The Rochdale Feel Good Festival, I was
That was
going to
great.
say, but it's not really a venue. That was class.
We played at a church in Salford as well.
That was
proper
off
church.
its nut.
That was mint.
That was off its nut.
Yeah.
Sacred Trinity Church, absolutely tore
Loads
it
of
up.
venues, loads
Yeah.
of
Loads of venues.
I don't know what my favourite is though.
No, I couldn't.
They're all good.
Bad on the wall.
Yeah.
We always
Like
had
Camp
fun.
and Furnace was quite good because we weren't going to play.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
played a lot of festivals then. I think more than any other band we've had on.
Really?
Yeah.
Quite a few.
Really?
Hopefully,
Three
now
times.
we're
No,
going to
no,
hopefully
no,
get
no,
on
no,
there.
no. 5 or
no.
6.
Are you not counting
Gorilla, we played on Gorilla as well. That was
Gorilla?
Yeah,
Gorilla were good, yeah.
Played
Camp
some
Claude
major
was
venues, haven't we?
Yeah.
Which is really cool. So how long have you been together?
3
About
years.
something.
And do you prefer festivals or do you prefer? Like,
I'd
local?
love
You're not
to
bothered-
play.
you're not bothered
Yeah.
to play anyway.
Yeah.
As many festivals as possible. That's
They're a bit different.
yeah.
I like both, but it's just
sick.
being at a festival, isn't it?
Yeah,
Whether or not you're playing, it's just
Build up
You
to
get
a
in,
gig.
Do what you want.
You get in for
Build
free
up
for a
to
weekend.
festivals,
You
man.
play your gig. You're in VIP camping area.
Yeah, it's class.
You get sorted. It's absolutely
Yeah.
buzzing.
We didn't even take a tent to be
Yeah,
here.
didn't
did we?
Yeah.
Ah,
Well,
we had
we
a-
did.
yeah, we took half a tent.
And
What was
then
that
realised
one we had
took
at
it.
Slades? That TP
We had a
at
TP, yeah,
Slades.
we
That
were
was
in
class.
Yurt.
We were getting
that was
driven
sick.
around in
No,
golf
yeah, I
buggies.
remember.
A year.
Yeah, mate.
Where was that at? Where was that?
That was
Down
down
south in
south.
Oxford.
No,
No,
Warwick.
Oxfordshire was blank
War-
canvas
no, not
festival.
Warwick.
And
Well,
it
That
were
was like
Guildford.
Camp
Yeah,
Claude.
that's
Sorry.
I don't
for
Do know.
Slades
Slades
Fest.
Fest, yeah.
Mint.
It were well good, mate. Everything's nice. Yes.
An actual bed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we all had beds.
Mattresses.
Mad.
Absolutely sorted.
And a little buggy to take us to the stage.
Yeah.
Bang on.
Sick,
Yeah, it
mate.
sounds sick.
Our mate who drove us down fell asleep for our entire set. The only reason we were there for the weekend.
I'll sleep on the way down, didn't it?
On the way back.
Do you have any pre-show rituals? Or?
Try not to
Try not
drink
to get
too
drunk.
much.
Like, you know what? That's the hardest thing. Like,
Yeah,
you've been
lot
going out
of
playing
waiting
gigs and that,
around.
but sometimes you're playing on a Saturday, like, yeah, load in at 2 o'clock. You're on at 9.
Yeah.
It's like, right, what we're doing for fucking 7
Nightmare
hours
for
now.
all bands,
None of us
though,
drive,
isn't it?
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, right,
We're all
7 hours.
Duh.
What we're going to do? So we hang about in town, like, right.
Having a scran, I'd say, is like the closest we get to a
Well,
You
Well,
don't want to eat too much.
Yeah, we'll have something to eat.
Oh, that game we like to play now and then.
Clapping on
The
The
Oh,
table
yeah, the tail slap game's a fucking belter.
Go on, explain.
That was good.
And he puts hands on the tables, and you cross them over like that. We've not got a table, have we? Can't slap.
We got a table
Yeah.
top.
Do it on a thigh slap thing.
But you make a circle out of everyone's hands. Yeah.
Then you go
Like
like.
that.
And then, so you tap round in a circle, yeah?
Swings
Go on,
in it.
Frank, yeah? Yeah, and if and it goes all the way around, yeah? If you hesitate, you lose one of your hands. Not actually. That's big, if you hesitate or if you tap the wrong hand, you lose your hand. But and if you tap twice, it returns back round the other way. So this game gets very, very tense.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's-
stressful,
it's-
man.
Most of it is explaining the
It's-
rules. It's the tension.
Yeah.
People that haven't played
no
it,
one listening is going to know
someone will
what
be there
it's
with
all
us.
about.
Mikey.
The worst thing is though, I'll be explaining the game and someone else say, yeah, and then this happens. I'm like, right, who's fucking telling them, me or you?
Yeah.
And then at
Every
that point,
time that going on.
But
it's a very serious game at that point. But we used to play Catch the Egg Shaker. That was
Yeah,
about
on the beat with
Yeah,
song,
but-
you have a song
yeah.
and it'd be like,
Well, we
Yeah,
did
before
that.
we
I
catch
think it was
it.
like our first deadline. We all stood round. Really, it was probably the peak
That's
of
intense as well.
playing the Egg Shaker game before we lost the Egg Shaker.
R.I.P.
Throwing it about, loving it, proper into it, and we're like, "Come and join in if you want." To this band that was like supporting us, and they just sort of looked at it. And were like,
Nah.
yeah, you might do. Bang, straight out. I don't think they put like the guitars and stuff in the green room. We were just
Oh,
like,
geez,
"Fuck
yeah,
that, mate." They were
Got
weird.
one feed
Yeah, they warmed up to us afterwards. I think it was all cool.
So you've played a lot of live shows and festivals, but what's the dream venue? We'll ask you individually.
For me,
I
Albert
know what
Hall.
mine is.
like.
Yeah, Albert Hall in town.
Albert Hall.
Albert Hall.
Apollo all the way.
Oh, mine's O2 Ritz.
The Ritz.
The Ritz Defo.
I think Albert Hall. It's just
Albert
a
Hall.
beautiful.
Sick.
Like, I think like that'd be the dream, but I think like in terms of what's next and stuff, like in
Oh.
terms of how long
You got a
away,
dream.
Yeah.
I would
Dream
love
big
to
and
play
rare.
that.
At the end.
I'd
Yeah.
love to play that venue soon.
Yeah.
Albert Hall for me. It's just like
Yeah, it's a great venue. Isn't it?
beautiful. Yeah. Seen a lot of my favourite,
Yeah.
bands there and what have you. It's just, yeah, especially obviously being from my
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a sick venue.
Main room at Skegness Butlins.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Fingers crossed.
Not had that before.
If you're listening.
The musical youth there, it was actually sick as fuck.
Yeah.
It was well good, mate. It's in Bob Marley as well in the other room. But then it was the actual musical youth.
And what band would you like to support the most?
Well, we've actually, in terms of what music we do, we've supported the Selector, obviously Pauline Black, like the Queen of Ska, and she was like the friendliest. She was so nice. She
That's amazing. When you meet someone like that,
she spent a lot of time after they sound check. We were watching them sound check. She came down, shook all our hands, spoke to us really like genuinely interested. And then after we played, she actually watched us playing, and she did this big speech after, before the Selector started. Like she was so
kind words.
Yeah, kind words, exactly. Yeah.
We sort of managed our expectations because obviously she's a pro in the game. We didn't know whether she'd be too busy or whatever. We didn't want to be getting in her way, making her feel like she had to sort of make time for us. And she just, as soon as we got there, straight down over him. I hear you, Madam Claude. Yes.
Yeah. And we've supported the Beat.
The Beat, yeah.
We've supported Cast.
I suppose we're happy that young lads are coming through, making music like they used to make. And
we're supporting Bad Manners in December.
Oh yeah,
I'd support Madness, obviously.
Madness would be a big one. Yeah.
Big time.
I think
And where are you supporting Bad Manners?
Over 28th of December.
28th of December, yeah.
Get your tickets.
Yeah, amazing little in there now, aren't we?
Big time.
That's where we've done a lot of the bigger gigs. Selector. It's a cracking venue. Yeah. It's amazing.
Just over the hill.
Yeah, literally over the hill.
And then the other one.
And it's not that far away, really, is it?
No.
It's remote, though. I'll tell you that.
It's hard to get to.
No trains.
One bus a week.
Tram.
It is actually,
On
Saturday there is from Greenfield. One bus on a Saturday.
I thought why we were there 4 days early.
Yeah.
So we're getting on to the fun questions now.
Ooh.
What were they?
Having fun,
I know these
are less serious.
More fun.
So we'll go from left to right. What was the worst music you used to listen to when you were young?
Wow.
Emery, easy
peasy, mate.
I don't even think I'd say anything about worse, but there was a phase I went through that I've never gone back to since, where I was just pure listening to Slipknot, proper heavy metal, and playing it and loving it.
I didn't expect that from anyone from Madam Claude, to be honest.
And I've never found the need to go back to it ever.
You got it
out of your system.
You've got it out your system, and it's
seriously, and I loved it. I was obsessed with Jim Root, the Slipknot guitarist. I was wanted my dad to get me his signature Fender for time. That'll be it, I reckon. Yeah.
Did you guys know that? Or?
No.
I'd say you're always going to regret that.
It's an exclusive. My dad will know, 'cause I used to drag my dad to come and listen. I'd be like, and he's like, you could tell he was sat there just not liking it.
With his headphones on.
He's a good dad. So
Jim Root's sick as well.
They are anyway.
I've never really listened to him.
I'm not.
And that guitar's awesome as well.
It's unreal.
I don't really know, to be honest.
Strictly bangers.
Strictly bangers, not mate. I was going to say that. Fuck. I had a Peter Andre weird.
Who did it, mate?
What a guy at the same time. Bangers.
Name two. Bangers. Bangers. Mysterious girl.
That's it.
That's you, Pete, actually. Thanks for coming in. That's all we'll need, buddy. I don't know. I don't know what could follow Peter Andre. I like a bit of Chaz and Dave.
Nothing wrong with that,
There's nothing wrong with it. This is what I mean. There's nothing wrong with Slipknot or Peter Andre.
Yeah.
What's that other one you listen to quite? What's he called?
Not embarrassing now.
You and Louis listen to him a bit.
What?
I don't know.
can't
Dave with a 4.
Nah, can't remember.
D4VE. Goodbye to the people who hated on
Oh,
me.
no.
You seen that? That's a belter, mate. That is a hard instrumental. With lyrics to boot. Go on, move on to Michael. Dave's going to expose me on some crazy shit.
When I was younger, I went through phases like Jack Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
It's not bad.
Let's
It's just
chill that.
Just,
It's a bit cheesy.
just a bit. I don't know, a bit wishy-washy.
What do they sing?
No, he's good. I like him.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's just. I don't want to say him now.
That specific album was quite a
That yellow
nostalgic album, yeah, for me.
Yeah.
Being a kid.
Yeah, same. I think, you know what? I remember my mum buying me that CD. They sell CDs in Asda, didn't they?
Yeah, big album back in the day, that.
Yeah, I remember getting that. After I heard it on radio and she heard me singing it or something. That might be the first CD I can remember my mum buying.
Yeah.
Me. But, yeah, I don't do it anymore. Bit wishy-washy, but different strokes for different folks.
Exactly.
Go on, Charlie.
I can't think of anything that.
It's just the Peter Andre answer was just enough, wasn't it, really?
There's definitely stuff I don't really know, to be honest. I don't,
A man of impeccable taste, aren't you, Charlie?
must be.
You just slam a bit of Ed Sheeran.
Oh, yeah!
That's to come.
That's right, to be fair, yeah.
Hit my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do,
Sorry,
then, I think.
but I do distinctly remember that. Will Smith actually was my answer. I went through a bit of a Will Smith phase. Hard on it, mate. Boom, shake the room and ting.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking there, mate. I once confidently answered to someone when I was like a kid. My mate, his dad was taking us to watch a film or something. I was like, yeah, might go to HMV this weekend. And he was like, oh, so what sort of music you listening to? My confident answer was like N-Dubs and Will Smith.
Oh, N-Dubs, there you go. That could be
N-Dubs,
yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah, we'll see.
I was into
Will
a bit of
Smith's brought
N-Dubs.
new tunes out. Said nobody fucking ever. Apart from me, once.
So if you could only listen to one album for the rest of your life, what
Get
would
jiggy
it be?
with it.
Question.
Desire, Bob
And you
Dylan.
can't have a greatest hits either.
Bob Dylan, Desire.
Pencil full
Easy.
of lead, Paolo Nutini for me, defo.
That's
It's gone silent.
Right.
I know what you're going to say.
What?
Towns Van Zandt.
Yeah, that could be actually Towns Van Zandt for the sake of the song, I would say, yeah.
Go on, Frankie. You know
Check
We
in
always
on
have
the
someone
spot,
getting the
alright.
phone out, don't we?
Right,
Someone always has to check the phone.
I know. Come on, just you can't like it
Off
that
the
much.
dome, mate.
Lines up with
You know what I mean?
Uprising, Bob Marley.
Gotta check the.
That's a belter.
In fact, I'm going to
Scar
change
Christmas.
mine. I'm going to say
It's time to change it now.
To be fair,
Scar Christmas.
all the answers to that last question are just what I listened to. Akon. There's an Akon on here, mate.
No, that's
Probably
what I
like
call
Hard Day's Night or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Help Me,
Yeah.
One of them's a good shout.
A ripper from the boys.
What are you changing it to, lad?
No, I'm not changing
You're not
it.
You're not changing it now.
No.
Switch it up if you want, man. I don't judge.
If you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be?
Bob
Bob Marley.
Marley, innit? It's got to be.
Oh, overshadow him though, do you know what I mean?
Imagine Bob Marley tipping up to our practice.
yeah.
Alright, lads.
Frankie,
It's lovely,
Frank, I don't partial to split myself, Frank,
Yeah,
but this is too much.
Take it easy,
Not smoking.
I don't know.
about that.
I think you have to work with someone for a long time to feel comfortable. I know I'd have to work with someone for a long time to feel comfortable with.
Collaborate.
Yeah, right. In terms of writing, and I don't know. It must be hard.
Yeah, you get these artists that just collaborate online now, don't you? Just like
Yeah.
set-
Yeah, I don't get it. To be honest.
No, it's quite.
Maybe
Yeah.
there's no feeling.
Bit
there with that.
impersonal,
Do
isn't
like
it?
across country and stuff.
It turns out he's a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
It takes away from That's what I mean.
I'm just going to write some tunes.
Not as raw, then.
It's just me.
I'd like to tell that Buena Vista Social Club, actually. They've done some fucking sick collabs in the time.
Don't think they're short of members games, to be honest with you.
They've done some sick collabs, though, then, in the time. Anyway.
Name any?
Fucking.
You horrible bastard.
Nah,
Done him. Absolutely done him.
I'll have to got a tune in my
Back to the phones. And
No, Jesus.
Photos
all
come
fun
out.
on that smell.
While he decided that,
Go
if you went on tour, what was the one thing you'd have to have on the tour bus?
Big guitar for one.
Yeah.
Need that.
My wits.
It's about me, yeah.
They get there before the quit.
I don't know. We think we travel light, don't we?
We do.
Pack
Yeah.
of cards,
You
maybe.
Yeah,
Two
pack of
cards.
cards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
pack of
Oh yeah,
cards.
last week I didn't have a fucking coat with me. It was freezing. But that was it. Beat herder.
Yeah.
It was a dead sunny day. We set off in the morning. I thought, I didn't think we're staying the night. It's gonna be fucking freezing.
Got a chair.
Had to borrow Gabe's coat and it had a big dirty hole in the pocket.
Oh.
I thought I lost my wallet for about 4 hours. Cancelled all my cards
No.
and then sat down later in the tent. I thought, what's that in this pocket here? There's my fucking wallet. No use now. Now I've cancelled my cards. Oh, because I gave him this holy coat.
And you got trapped in the coat.
Yeah, man, I couldn't get out of the bloody thing.
It was a non-stop
ripped my
trouble in
jacket.
that coat.
Yeah.
Ripped it off.
That's what he does. I was
Put him out.
I was being held against my will.
Had it off.
A jacket and a deck of cards then.
Yeah.
That's
You
quite
want that one
sensible
for
answer,
you?
that wasn't it? I wasn't expecting it.
Mine's a tiger. Yeah. Can be a cub. I don't mind. Depends how big the bus is. Smaller the bus, bigger the tiger. That's all.
Yeah, like I said before, none of us drive, so every time we're playing anywhere.
So you got a pack of cards,
Someone to drive the bus.
a tiger.
Yeah, I just thought I'd spice it up a bit. The average of these things is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, we don't have anything that we have with us all the time, except the obvious things.
Each other, you know.
Yeah.
That's love.
Love
Love.
the game.
All you need is love.
Yeah, 3 barrels of love on there.
Yeah.
And then,
Pack of cigs.
yeah.
So how do you guys connect with your own fans? You know, do you like get many questions online of what you're doing,
I
or
wouldn't say so.
what
Really.
you do, or
I think
Frankie.
online, I think we need to be better at
Yeah,
sort of
getting back to the
of communicating with fans and stuff. Obviously, answering to comments and messages and stuff, but I think we could probably do more in terms of
Getting a conversation going with it, like in the comments and stuff.
at gigs and stuff.
Yeah, we're doing
in
after gigs
person.
always
Yeah.
make sure like
We'll get
after we
yeah.
stick about and talk to people and you know what I mean. It's,
Yeah, you got it, haven't you? Because like
let everyone tell us how good we were and stuff.
Or how shit we were.
a press conference.
That's why I always say I'm glad of the drummer, because every time I walk off, he gets
Yeah,
hassled.
it's
hounded.
hassled.
I'll never forget when I did the first gig with them at the Pictures Room, and as we were walking off, he got hounded, and no one even looked in my direction.
Yeah.
And I was buzzing.
But he's buzzing.
I was like, yeah, you can have that mate. All day long. You can have that.
You offering bloody autographs to look at high fives.
Remember that autograph he gave?
Well, someone asked.
You remember that autograph
Oh
he
no,
gave
he asked for an
outside Green
autograph. I
Island
said,
Festival?
I'll do you a fiver. I mean, a high five.
I'll have an autograph, Frank.
Frank, can you
Size.
Frank, you remember that autograph you
The
gave
first
outside Green
time,
Island? And a
the
pen
first
didn't
time ever,
work.
mate. Right, get on this. This
you
girl,
remember
this girl, like, she spoke to one of yous, and you were like,
Sort
Frank,
of-
she wants
she was
you.
quite shy,
She
and
was
we
holding
sort of
something
pieced
that
together
stuck
what
to
she
me
wanted.
to be a receipt, and I was like, I don't know how you get your money back. I'm sorry if you. And she was like pointing at it, and then she wants your signature. So I was like, right, sweet. I've got a pen, and we'd been writing the set list before, so I'd done this gig with a pen in my pocket.
Oh, it were
And
rough.
I whipped it out and it burst everywhere. I was like, I realised my whole pocket was full of ink, and like all my
It
ciggies
was all
were
over
fucking
your hand. It was all over.
ink everywhere. And so like I got it out and was like, I don't even know what my signature is like. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what I've never done this
practiced.
before.
You can have a thumbprint.
But do you know what?
Yeah.
She was
Scribbling it.
made up. She was loving it, and she walked off.
She didn't get anything.
was
She got
buzzing.
a torn receipt covered in ink.
She was. She was.
I thought she was
mate, honestly.
upset. Yeah. I just wrote frack. Scrolled it into the paper. Frack. There you go. She didn't ask my name.
Oh, Green Island Festival.
So, is there any local bands that you'd like to big up that you've played?
Sugar Creek,
Brain
Page, Colour It Red.
Colour It.
Stepford Wives. We're dropping them.
Sugar Crease, amazing band. They're
Pretty wild.
Yeah. Brain Page, pretty heavy, sort of punky, grungy.
Yeah.
Rocky.
We watched them the other night, didn't we?
Yeah.
And they all based over.
From our way. Caden Nolan, obviously.
Yeah, Caden Nolan.
Yeah.
Colour It Red.
Colour It Red, yeah.
All good stuff.
Stepford Wives.
Like, no, we just listen to ourselves. We're too involved with our own music, but
well, we never said we listened to them. no, we have. We've played with a lot of good bands out there from. We know quite a lot of them. It's nice.
Death House.
Poor Effort.
Yeah.
There's so many.
I'll say Dirty Laces as well, mate.
Dangerous Brian.
Laces. I've been listening to quite a couple of their tunes. They're good.
We're playing with them, aren't we, soon?
Yeah,
we are.
They're good.
Yeah.
Get tickets.
When is that?
They missed the podcast for some reason.
Who Dirty Laces?
Yeah.
Do?
We'll get it back on.
I never liked them.
We'll tell them. We'll bring it up with them. On what date when we playing with them?
On the 20th of December.
That's on
I
the
think.
UK tour. They're doing a UK tour. aren't they?
I wanna say the
We're
20th.
supporting them on the Manchester.
We're supporting
Leg.
them at Rebellion, aren't we?
Yeah.
Where's that, sorry?
Yeah, that's a great venue as well, isn't it?
Never
Rebellion?
played there.
Yeah, been
Sorry,
there, been there, but
Friday
it
the
looks
6th
good.
of December
Good lad.
with Dirty Laces, yeah.
Happy days.
Well spotted.
So, in terms of new music, have you got anything coming out?
Yeah.
Couple of fatty bangers.
Yeah.
Couple of fatty bangers, mate.
We've got a single recorded, just getting mixed at the minute. That'll be ready in the next month or so. Like this,
I think we're getting the first mix back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Christmas song.
Nah.
Well, you never know.
Called gendarmes. And it's about, we just like the word gendarmes.
Just like the word. Yeah.
We went to France, didn't we? And
Yeah, we all went to France
done
together.
this little jam of an instrumental, and then
Drove past some gendarmes
The
who pulled
gendarmes
someone over or
thought,
something
mate,
like that.
Which, if anyone's wondering,
out,
the police.
watch your back for the gendarmes.
Yeah, it's like the French police force. I think we have police and then we have gendarmes as well.
Yeah, they're like the Garda
You
Civil.
don't want to be getting a tap off the shoulder.
They're the big boys.
Come with me, Joe.
But we're recording at the end of November as well, aren't we? And then another single getting recorded in January. So we've got a fair few. We're just going to be trying to constantly record it.
Something we want to try and.
Is that to go towards an EP, or you just
Just the singles.
individually?
Just individually singles every couple of months. I feel like that's one thing. We've been very busy with gigs and stuff like that. And we've not for lack of tunes. We've always got new songs that we're doing and writing, but a bit behind in terms of how much we've got out. On Spotify, how much we've got released. So we try to remedy that.
Yeah,
quickly.
Get more out there for people to listen to, so we can write more and just keep
moving.
pushing it out and gigging and get a flow to it all.
And do you think that was your last EP? Was that? Do you think that was received well as an EP, or?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we noticed the difference playing the tunes live after releasing the EP.
Yeah.
I think, for sure,
Big time.
and it was a good learning experience as well. Do you know what I mean? Getting in and writing them, doing them.
People know the songs, don't they, when we play?
Yeah.
Those five do.
I think the difference between getting tunes out there, playing them live after they've been released, you can notice the difference straight away in terms of with how the crowd reacts and engages with them. Singing the lyrics, like knowing it from the tune without it, like the song properly starting and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, like one of them will play a little bit of something, like tuning up.
Yeah.
And someone will be like, "What?"
And then pick up on it straight away.
Definitely.
Spoiler.
I think we could do a bit more in terms of promoting this time.
Yeah.
That's
Need the PR, getting involved. Well,
but we've been working on it, like we were saying before. We have been doing a lot better in terms of the online stuff.
Yeah.
So have you got a manager, or you just doing it all yourself?
And he's never had a penny off us. Best manager ever.
And he never will.
Yeah.
And he don't want it. We've got it in writing. So
he's a mate of ours who's been involved in the music scene for just only in terms of like as being a punter, but over the years he's been to thousands and thousands of gigs.
Yeah.
Got a load of contacts, and he's helped us out
no
massively over the,
Like,
you know.
just because he thinks it's
Just
worth
'cause
it.
And it's his first time ever. He's never managed a band before, but he's just, you know,
still
he's
unreal, man.
He's currently at Blink 182. Watching
not
that.
no,
Some
some 41.
41.
Oh, saving bloody hell.
Some 41 else.
yeah. Yeah, he's gone watching them tonight. Funnily enough, we've seen him on the train.
But he's
You got
Shout
a
out
love
Uncle
Yeah, you
Smart.
got a
Yeah,
love
shout
Uncle
out.
Smart.
This one's for Uncle
Big
Smart.
up Uncle Smart.
Yeah. I hope you've had a good evening.
Best uncle ever.
Also, forgot to mention it's Frank's birthday.
Oh yeah, we knew that actually. Happy birthday, Frank.
Happy birthday, Frank. Yeah.
Thanks for coming down on your birthday.
Up 100 quid Ivor.
Get on it. Big gambling endorsement, eh? Bet Fred's on the line. We want a sponsorship. I'll only do it for Ladbrokes, though. Ladbrokes! I'd have him introduce us. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man.
For Ladbrokes.
Well, thanks for coming down.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for making your way all the way over to Wigan.
Yeah.
And
It's a great time. Nice talking.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Really
Bye.
enjoyed ourselves. Yeah.
See you
Cheers.
See you later.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.